aka King Dinosaur, he donated for me to talk about my 15 favorite instrumentals. Took me a little while, you know, to think up of 15. And when I did, and I was all done, I thought, oh man, Gary Moore, Parisian Walkways. And then I was like, looking over my 15, and don't get it twisted, let's get the deck. Gary Moore is like my third favorite guitar player. Fourth, Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, Ritchie Blackmore, and Gary Moore. Those are my top four. And yeah, I still think these 15 instrumentals, I'll put it over Parisian Walkways. Some of them are wacky and stuff, but it's how I feel. And I know there's others I forgot, and I know people will be saying, what about this one? What about that one? It's up your ass. Seriously, that's where it is. Hey, where's that instrumental? It went up your ass sideways. Alright? Okay, so these are my 15 that I know I'm leaving some out. I know. But you know, this is all I can think of. And I gotta say, these 15 are awesome. Number 15, Liquid Tension Experiment with Acid Rain. Whoa! I'll never forget the first time I heard Liquid Tension Experiment. What was it? 2 was the name of the album? When that song came on, I was like, holy fuck, it's extremely impressive. I love it. All right, 14, going back to the 70s, Edgar Winter with Frankenstein. Overkill does an alright cover. I love it. At number 13, well, this ain't a rock song. This ain't on a rock album. This is part of a movie soundtrack. And I was a big fanatic of this movie when I was a little kid, when it was new. And I love this song. And I still love this song. And I'm talking about Bill Conti with Gonna Fly Now from the Rocky 1 soundtrack. Well, it went on to other Rockies as well. But yeah, I have to put that here. Badass song. Alright, Gonna Fly Now. Alright, number 12. Escape from the Island Kiss. I love it, man. My second favorite song right after Under the Rose off the Elder. I think it rocks. Great instrumental. I love the fucking sirens and shit. Good shit. I'm putting Kiss, a band that really, what's their instrumentals? This one and Love Theme from Kiss Acrobat. Is there any other Kiss instrumental? You know, Fanfare or some shit. Alright, so, where are we? We're at Escape from the Island. At number 11, this is a long one, a thrashy one. The Ultraviolence from Death Angel off their first album. Fucking awesome. I love the changes. Great stuff. Hard to believe they were all not even 20 years old yet when they recorded that. I believe the drummer was 13. Crazy, right? Alright, number 10, man, off my favorite album from my favorite band, Black Sabbath, Laguna Sunrise. I love that song. I love the acoustic-y, and I love the strings. Just beautiful, gorgeous, and deserves to be on my list. And it deserves to be in my top 10. Alright, at number 9, Homebound, Ted Nugent. I had Cat Scratch Fever as a little kid. One of the first, you know, hard rock albums I ever bought. And man, would I wear that album out. And I love, love, love Homebound. Alright, at number 8, Pink Floyd, One of These Days. I know some will say, well, it does. It have vocals where the guy's saying, you know, we're going to tear your soul to pieces. Huh? Fuck that, it's instrumental to me. And there's another one coming up that's an instrumental that has some vocals on it, but ain't no singing. One of These Days, love it. Alright, number 7, Yngwie J. Malmsteen with Far Beyond the Sun. I was torn between this and Alcatraz's live version of Evil Eye, Yes, I know he does Evil Eye on the studio album, the Rising Force album, but the version on Live Sentence, man, I was torn. But I said, fuck it, I'm going with Far Beyond the Sun. Because, man, I have never seen Yngwie Malmsteen live where he doesn't play that song. And I've seen him a bunch. Alright, at number 6, here's the one with vocals. But it ain't a fucking, it's an instrumental, I don't care what anybody says. And I am not a fan of the saxophone. Yeah, there's exceptions here and there, but this song has the greatest saxophone I've ever heard. Well, you know, I mean, New York's Alright if you like saxophone from Fear. I like a lot because they make the saxophone sound stupid, which they are stupid, but where it actually works better than any song I've ever heard in my life. Hey you, what is it? Hey you, don't watch that. Watch this. It's the heavy, heavy monster sound. The nutsiest sound around. So if you're coming off the street and you're beginning to feel the heat, well listen, Buster, you better start to move your feet from the steady rock, steady beat of madness, one step beyond. Love it. Then the guy comes in again. One step beyond a couple times. I don't care. And that sax is awesome. Awesome. And I'm not even a fan of ska, and I love the ska in that song. Madness, One Step Beyond. Awesome. All right, number 5, man. Steve Vai, For the Love of God. I mean, there's so much emotion in that song, and man, it's the second greatest music video I've ever seen. My favorite music video will always be Hot for Teacher. But that, man, that video and the playing and the images of Christ and seals getting killed and starvation, all the, you know, the crazy stuff that goes on our planet, all in one video with Steve Vai up in the mountains, just shredding. Amazing song. I absolutely love For the Love of God, and that's why I put it at number 5. All right, number 4, probably the most emotional song on here, Rainbow with Maybe Next Time, which is really, the title is German, and then it says Maybe Next Time. The pure emotion of Richie Blackmore. I learned that when I was a kid. I knew how to play that shit. And I had the emotion of Blackmore, man. Blackmore is just unbelievable. Again, my third favorite guitar player. You know, I was listening the other day to Fireball. And the song Anyone's Daughter, which is a goofy song. You know, it's a silly song. But what Blackmore does in the song is so beautiful and emotional. While Ian Gillan is like, well, I went to your house and threw up a brick. You know, some shit like that. But I love Blackmore. Maybe Next Time is my number 4. All right, my top 3. And here's the weird thing. My number 3 and my number 2 is my favorite songs from these artists. But my number 1 is not my favorite song from the artist. So my number 1 is better than my favorite songs, starting with my favorite song from Metallica, Orion. Fucking amazing. What a song, you know? Always been my favorite Metallica song since since by the time Justice came out. You know, by then I lived with the first 3 albums long enough where I was like, you know what, the best song on the first 3, I said this shit back in the 80s. And I still feel that way. Orion at number 2. Now my other favorite song from a band is Rush with La Vida Strangiato. I wanted to add YYZ badly on here, but at the same time I was like, let's keep it one band, you know, on the list. So I picked La Vida Strangiato because it's my favorite Rush song. All right, now my number 1. I don't even know how to pronounce the goddamn thing. How do you pronounce it again? Brawn Your R from Led Zeppelin on Physical Graffiti. That's my favorite instrumental. Now, I know some of you are saying, where's Eruption? I love Eruption. Eruption's great, but I'm thinking of more of a song than just, you know, little drums and just shredding. But at the same time, my favorite song, this one, Brawn Your R, whatever it's called, has no drums. It's only guitar. It's even less than Eruption. It's only guitar, and it's only acoustic guitar, and it's one of the most gorgeous, I would say at the moment, the way I'm thinking. Maybe there's something I forgot, but I don't think any song in my world is more gorgeous than Brawn Your Stomp from Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti. My favorite Led Zeppelin album. Anyway, there you go, King Dinosaur. That is my 15 instrumentals, my friend. I hope you liked it, and everybody else out there, I hope you all liked it as well. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. Yeah, and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and Buford T. Justice. And smack 'em a gob.